People look at you strange saying you changed, like you worked that hard to stay the same. Like you're doing all this for a reason.
Welcome to another episode of Boxes in the Basement. Thank you once again for taking your time out of your schedule to lock in with me. Whether you view partial segment of the video or the whole thing in full, I appreciate you. As you can see, it's two sneakers over here, and I will tell you why as we get further along into the video. This video is unboxing, partial review of the Kyrie 6 trophies. As we all know, this is a dead stock. These are no longer on the market. As we all know, Kyrie is no longer with Nike, unfortunately. That may be a bittersweet thing. I'm going to tell you why I grabbed these sneakers and why we're doing a review. But before we get into that, we have to talk about these bad boys. As you guys know, the last couple episodes, I've been reviewing sneakers I've been playing in, working out in, open runs, getting some rec in, as well as my men's league. Shout out to my team. We won a championship last weekend by 1 point. My go-ahead free throw, crazy hard-fought game. I'll get into a little bit of that later on. But the reason why I got this one is because I've been trying to grab like a low-top sneaker that gives me that Kyrie Kobe feel. Although this is a mid-cut, still gives me that nostalgia of the lockdown, of the comfort, of the protection, of the impact absorption, all that good stuff, the ladder movement, the containment. The market, I want to say lack thereof of what I'm looking for. Although I had explored different ones, the Wade 808s were phenomenal. These ones are the Nike GT Cut ones. We did a couple reviews, check that out. These ones right here are awesome. The only thing is they're scarce. So if you're trying to get them, I mean, these are dead stocked as well. They're not releasing them. They released the 2s. I did a couple reviews on that. And I'll tell you why I choose these over the 2s and why I choose the 2s over these. So, you know, you have to pick your poison with that, but I'll tell you why in a second. But the reason why I say these ones is because they're true to size. Go with my original size. The only thing about it is if you want to get a more snugger fit, your toe might protrude out a little bit. So episode 90 talks about that, but it will rub on the side. So if you want to have a little bit more space and wear a double sock or not have that real snug fit, that one-to-one fit, then I would go up half a size, or if you're a wide footer. But we played 2 games back to back, and I'll tell you about that in a second. But I can't spend $400, $500, $600, $700 on these. Were $430. So I had to pick these few and far in between. And I'll tell you why I grabbed these ones, and then I'll let you know why my next one will be the black version of these. Even though these are more expensive than the 2s, why I go with these. The reason why I grabbed these, again, I had them before. I got them in 11.5 because, as you know, Nike run a little snug, so you got to go half a size up, but then it was too much room once you broke it in. This material is built to last. I should have went down to 11. I got these in 11, and my toe is like right there. So as I play in them, I break them in. I did play for the Westchester Wildcats in the ABA. Crazy colorways that I end up grabbing, and I went true to size. They didn't break in as much as I thought that they would, although the comfort was cool. As I played in the game, they fit to its original form as possible. They didn't space out too much, and that kind of hurt my big toe, the toenail on my big toe a little bit, and also rubbed on the side, which I tried these on, and these ones are. So I said, rather than going out and getting sneakers that are dead stock, which are quadruple the price, let me go with one that gives me that old feel, because the new performance shoes on the market aren't really my cup of tea, to be honest with you. They okay, but they're not as durable as some of these. And these Kyrie 6s were phenomenal. This one, just some few talking pieces, has a translucent outsole. It has the red face from the red to the icicle or the clear. And then it has the gold speckles. These are the trophy editions. That has the gold, has a little roll bar containment right here. It doesn't have really toe drag on this side, but it does on this one. You can see that rubber compound. Has this awesome woven mesh material. Has a traditional eyelets, and then it has the hooks on the outside. Lockdown, I love wear and tear. The durability is a little skeptical with some people with the Velcro as time wears on. But if you clean it out, make sure that, you know, it has that secure fit. As you can see how that just pulls right on there. That's normal, no issues. I didn't have any issues with it. You know, obviously the stronger or further you pull it down, the more foot is. It does have the Achilles protection, that heel impact absorption from the Achilles. This is a mid cut, like I said, has a patent leather on this side, the woven on that side. And I said before, I like the split panels rather than just one panel or one silhouette. I like the split paneling. It's just better for comfort, in my opinion. Then it has all this kind of dope stuff on the inside. And like I said, you can do your research on that. This is my second pair of these. I trained in them, I played in them. They were phenomenal. I grabbed these ones because I'm like, they were $145 if I'm not mistaken. It was like a damaged box or whatever, or some of them don't have a lid on the box and you can get them for cheaper. But I said, look, let me go with something that I know that works. Won't have any issues with it. You see what I'm saying? But the reason why I may go with this is because rather than grabbing two pairs of one thing, I just came to an epiphany. Let me just go with one pair of something that I know that works. There are some pros and cons to that, and we're going to get into that right now. So the twos are more comfortable in the toe box area. Although I do like this for comfort and breathability, it did give me irritation. Let me just say, we were 10-0 in the regular season. We should have played the 10 o'clock game last Sunday, had a break. And then at 12 o'clock, some of my teammates were like, oh, well, we played back to back, we stay warm. And I'm like, yeah, but playing 2 hours straight in a competitive league like that, and we did a hats off to the team. We played a phenomenal team. That's why it was a 1-point game. It was a hard-fought game. But that one right there was just a testament of that toe burn or that pinky toe area, the lock-in, the comfort, the lateral movement. It was fine. But after 2 games or 2 hours of playing a highly competitive game, granted, maybe a little different than an open run, but a highly competitive game, that joint was giving me, and it was a sock. I wore a thinner sock too, so that could have been it. That's why I would go with the GT Cut 2s over top of these ones in that specific area. Although I do like the look better, the comfortability is better, but only with the 2s, I did get 11.5, so I went up half a size, but it's a little bit more room than I like. I did try on GT Cut 2 Nike University, and something about black sneakers, that the material that they make it with or what they dye the shoe, it gives it a little bit more room than usual. Whereas the undyed shoe or the white shoe, the white silhouette, they fit a little bit more snug. So I kind of leaning towards them as far as the toe box area, but everything else on this one is good. The only negative to this is it has a little fraying on the toe. I don't know if you can see that. It's a little fraying on the toe. And that right there, we didn't play on a hardwood court. It's like a composite, like rubber type flooring. So that may be the rubber on the rubber gave it a little extra. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna work out in this week or this weekend and then see how that does. But like I said, I'm not going to just burn this one out like I did my Kobe Grinches. I'm going to get a couple pairs of these, then I can preserve the life of them and the longevity by switching them out, switching them in here and there. But this silhouette I like. I believe it's like a little over 400 right now for this one. Then all the other ones is more expensive. I did have the first ones that came out in 11.5, had the purples that came out 11.5. It was too much room. I had to put an insole in a double sock, but that's what it is. I know this episode is a little longer than normal. It's more of an informative re-unboxing, I should say, of the dead stock Nike Kyrie 6 trophies. But then it also is a kind of a recap of the previous episode, episode 90. So episode 91, Boxing the Base. Thank you for taking the time. It's an extended version, so if you stayed the whole time, I appreciate you. Thanks. Take care. Until next time.